Good morning, Children's Chapel at All Saints. I'm Bishop Jennifer. I am at All Saints today, though I'm not getting to see all of you at Sunday school, but they asked me to make this video for you to share a little bit about what a bishop does. So I know you're learning a gospel story today about Jesus and Peter, and Jesus asks Peter, "Do you love me?" And Peter says, "Yes, Lord, you know I love you." And then Jesus says, "Feed my sheep." And he says it in a couple different ways, but he says it 3 times. And that instruction of Jesus to Peter to feed his sheep is a lot about what bishops do. Sometimes we're called shepherds. I have that shepherd staff behind me to remind me that I represent Jesus wherever I go. But I know that I'm not Jesus. I'm more like a sheepdog than a shepherd. And in fact, I have my dog here, Star, who is a cattle dog, not a sheepdog, but he knows a lot about how to herd people and sheep and cattle together. So when Jesus tells Peter to feed his sheep, and when I hear Jesus telling me to feed the sheep, I think about it in a couple different ways. As a bishop, I'm called to feed your souls, and I do that through prayer. I do that through offering hope. I do it through the sacraments, through baptism and Eucharist, and today at All Saints for confirmation. I do that through feeding people's minds. As a bishop, I need to be a teacher. And I share the gospel of Jesus Christ wherever I go, and I engage with people so that we can think about what it means to follow Jesus. I feed people's hearts. I do that by caring for the clergy, the priests and deacons in the diocese, and I do that by preaching about Jesus' love everywhere I go. So that people know that they're loved, and their hearts then can turn around and love other people. And I do it by inspiring people. I want everyone's heart when I go do a visitation at a congregation to feel warm and like it's growing. And I also do it by feeding people's bodies. And I'm not usually the one doing the feeding of those bodies, but I have to make sure as my diocese that I'm a voice that's taking care of those who are poor, who don't have enough to eat, or whose bodies are vulnerable in some way. One of the vows I took as a bishop was to defend those who have no helper. God wants me to be a helper for those who don't have other helpers. And I do that sometimes by helping advocate for poor people so that they have enough food, enough clothes, enough things to keep their bodies safe. And every Sunday as a bishop, I'm at a different church. So I'm at All Saints today, but I'll be at San Pablo next Sunday and on and on. And that's one of the best parts of my job, is getting to go see all the people in the diocese. Because there really is like a flock of people / sheep in the diocese. And I get to go visit all of them and find ways of feeding their souls, feeding their minds, feeding their hearts, and feeding their bodies. So I hope you have a great rest of your Children's Chapel today, and hopefully I will see you, if not today, another time when I come to All Saints. Bye-bye.